when it comes to growing our business or your business or anything, the most critical thing is not like new customers, your cost per acquisition, or how much you're spending on ads, or how many employees you have, or anything like that. The most critical metric is really just customer satisfaction.
Welcome to the PainterGrowth podcast, where we help you scale your painting company in record time. Join us as we explore sales, marketing, hiring, finances, leadership, and more, everything that you need to know to scale and grow your painting business. I hope you enjoy and subscribe.
What's up, everyone? Michael Hickman here, founder of PainterGrowth.com, and you're listening to the PainterGrowth podcast, virtual episode on the move again. I'm just at the airport on my way home after 8 days away. I'm really excited to get home and get with my family. Jesse and I were in Vegas for 4 days, first we were in San Diego for 4 days and then Vegas for 4 days. So it's been a whirlwind, gotten a lot done, accomplished a lot. We were first in San Diego for the Painter1 Annual Conference, which I think I mentioned in the last episode. And then we went to, Jesse and I went to Vegas together. We did 2 full days of working on the business, planning, strategizing, figuring out what our annual goal is going to be, how we're going to get there. And then we spent yesterday at the acquisition.com headquarters with Alex Hormozi, Sam Ovens, for getting top 10 in the school games. They say the top 10 are all winners, but we got second. We didn't win. But anyway, they still call us winners. So that was really fun. It was a really incredible experience actually getting to hang out with Alex Hormozi and Sam Ovens in a more intimate setting. As some of you got long-term listeners back in August, Justin and I also went to the acquisition headquarters and we did the Alex Hormozi scaling workshop. And that was a really cool, experience as well, because, there were like around a whole bunch of like $1 million, multi-7-figure businesses. And we had to learn and work with Hormozi's team for a couple of days. But then Alex really only came for like an hour or two, and it was pretty impersonal. We didn't get a chance to like say hi or shake his hand or anything like that. But this one was really cool. He came, right with us. He hung out with us all day. And I was able to get some basically one-on-one time with him, and got to ask some questions about my business and our goals and our targets and our long-term stuff. And he was really, really humble and awesome and helpful and open to help. So that was really cool. I'm sure we will do a deeper dive. Jesse and I will get on, we'll do a pod together to kind of talk about that full experience. But really the biggest takeaway that I got, actually we got 2 really huge takeaways from the Hormozi event. One of them is it's pretty obvious, I would think, but sometimes obvious things need to be restated. When it comes to growing our business or your business or anything, the most critical thing is not like new customers, your cost per acquisition, or how much you're spending on ads, or how many employees you have, or anything like that. The most critical metric is really just customer satisfaction. And in an online business like ours, customer satisfaction, ongoing, specifically like client retention and business growth. So the growth of the businesses that we work with, that becomes the number one metric. Because if we can keep, say 90% of our clients year over year, and then we get another 50% of clients, and now we keep those clients for 90%, 90% of those clients for another year, it's going to be like the business is going to grow inevitably. But if us, and same with your business or any other business, doesn't get the repeat referral business that you should be getting, then growing is going to be really, really hard, right? So what that really means to us and to the PainterGrowth community is that we are doubling down on our product and our customer results and our customer success and experience. So we're really professionalizing. We're going to really focus to professionalize our business this year. And that's really going to be our theme of the year, is professionalization. I don't know exactly what we're going to call it. We'll probably find some cool way to do it, but professionalize, grow up as a company, really, hold our team accountable to a higher degree, create better structure for everyone, better accountabilities, better framework, scorecards, really everything that we need to make sure that there's no dead spots in the business. There's no blind spots. Everyone's accountable. Everyone knows what they're going to do, and everyone's If everyone is doing their job, happily, then the business is going to grow, regardless. It becomes inevitable. So that is, I mean, we've always had a pretty intense focus on customer results, and that's gotten to us to where we are today. But for us to get to the next level, we need to really double down again. Just in the last few months, we've doubled our coaching staff. We have 7 amazing coaches on staff. We have 2 amazing customer success managers, and it's we're doing pretty good. We got a lot of tools. We've tons of videos, but I think we can do better, and I know we can do better. So that's going to be one of our major focuses for this year, is just increasing the customer experience and more importantly, helping our clients get results faster. And if it's like, whether it's our school group, is our intro community, we're just going to renew that focus and really dial it in on leads. How can we get clients in our school group leads? And then for our blueprint program, it's going to be, how can we really help you turn from being like a solopreneur into a business? How can we get you off the tools and streamline some basic business operations? And then our momentum program is going to be how to scale to 1 million. So from wherever you're at, how to get to $1 million per year. And then we're going to have a top level program that we haven't announced yet. This is going to be kind of a little bit different than like Momentum Pro, Momentum Plus, if you guys have heard about that, but basically helping guys go from 1 million to 5 million. And there's some really cool new things that we're going to be launching on that perspective in Q3 this year. So still a little while, but we have some really cool plans that we're excited to work on a little bit more. But we have some other fish to fry first. We got to take care of our main clients, in the school group and Blueprint and Momentum before we want to launch anything else. So lots to build, lots to do on that perspective. Then the other kind of big takeaway that we got specifically from the school games thing, we got a whole bunch, like in Jesse and I's 2-day planning session. Like I think we had like 72 decisions that we made in the business or something crazy. But specifically in the spirit of the school games, we're going to do a renewed focus on social media. So I think we do social media okay, but I think we have a huge opportunity to do it way, way better. So there was one guy that we hung out with for a while. He's got 2 million followers on Instagram. There's another guy he has about 500,000 followers on Instagram. And, Alex Hormozi, I don't know how many he has on YouTube and Instagram. And so we really talked through the format to scale YouTube, with how to come up with the idea and the different tools and the hook and the content, as well how to go a little bit more viral on Instagram more frequently, and resonate with more people. Because if we're able to expand our Instagram and our social media reach, well, that's going to allow us to reduce our costs on advertising. And if we can reduce our costs on advertising, that's going to allow us to invest more heavily in the business. So if we can bring our cost of acquisition down from like 20% to 10%, it's not quite 20, just under 20. But if we are able to bring it down, that frees up another 10% on the bottom line to reinvest in the business. And not even just 10% of it, but that's like adds, 50 to 60% total bottom line, which is pretty significant when it comes to the ability to invest, right? That the numbers that we're talking about are like, we could hire a team of executives, literally like 3 or 4 executives, like 6-figure plus people, with the amount of money that we could save if we were able to cut our marketing spend in half, cut our cost per acquisition in half. So that's the type of thing that we're thinking about. Those are the types of moves. And they're pretty strategic. Like, they're not going to happen overnight, but there's things that we can start doing today to impact those numbers down the line. Now, the main objectives that we had when Jesse and I got together for our planning session were basically 5. So number 1 was, how do we get clients for lower cost, right? It's great. I think everyone should think through that. And that comes down to like, do better marketing more often. So there's lots that we can do there. The next one is keep clients longer, which basically is going to increase our lifetime value of the client. But at the same time, like, how do we keep clients longer? Well, there's no trickery involved. It's literally just get our clients better results. Basically, the way that we distilled that down to is the most simple form is, how do we put more money in our clients' pockets? So that's our kind of main focus, our modus operandi, if you will, when it comes to delivering client results, is how to get them more money in their pockets. That's going to come from more leads, more sales, and teaching them how to run smoother operations for lower costs. Next is reducing risk. So based on all of our priorities across the business, how are we able to reduce our risk and increase the chances that we're able to accomplish our goals and hit our goals for the year? Next is streamline and simplify operations. As you grow a business, complexity becomes inevitable. The bigger the business, the more complexity. So if there's ways that we can simplify operations and reduce complexity while still reducing risk, keeping clients longer, getting clients for lower cost, then we're absolutely going to do that, right? We don't want to add new product lines, just add new product lines or different avatars or whatever. So we really want to focus on streamlining the business, simplifying things, because that's going to ultimately lead to customers getting better results if we're not bogged down operationally. And then finally, number 5, happy team members. Because if you're able to have happy employees and happy team members, everything else becomes so much easier, right? If your team can execute on your vision in your company, then your business is ultimately going to be successful with or without you. So if we can keep our team members happy, we can get them on the right path, we can give them the right directive with the right checklists and scorecards and outcomes and KPIs. We can keep them motivated and happy and successful. And as long as each one of our team members is successful, if those add up and allow us to hit our quarterly goals, we're going to hit our annual goal, and we're going to grow. Clients are going to get results, and everyone's going to be happy. So I just had a few minutes here. I got to run. I got my plane starts boarding in 4 minutes, so I can go home and see my beautiful family. I miss them so much. So with that being said, guys, thanks for listening, and we will see you in the next one.
Thanks for listening to the Painter Growth Podcast. If you want to grow your painting business, go to www.paintergrowth.com or click on the top link in the description. Talk soon.